Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. In today's video we are going to be checking out the bakeries mod, which offers a ton of cute little things right behind me, as you can see. And along with that, it offers a ton of foods, and I mean a absolute ton of foods, and there's just all sorts of recipes to go through. But to get started, we're going to be looking at everything in terms of making food and how this all works. Adds a little bit of furniture, adds some tables, simple items like that. Adds a new villager. As you can see, my sous chef right here. He offers a whole bunch of trades. You can actually get some of the breads and joys of the mod from it, as you can see. Along with that, there are some new crops which aren't grown, but you actually buy them from farmers. So this is the olives, and the tomatoes are right here. You can't grow them yet, but I think that will be a future development. And honestly, I just saw this and I thought that was a really weird generation, to be fully honest. But yeah, anyway, let's get on with the cooking. So yeah, there's a ton of things. There's like light bars, there's like bread holders, ton of different items. And if we go in here, got like a menu. We actually have a working like scanner to like scan your card. We got ovens, we got cupboards, we got dough crafters, we got a actual mocha pot, we got our blender, which, as you can see, I got a nice thing in there. Fermentation barrel, got our actual jars, and then we got our kilns. So with that all being said, we're gonna go ahead and get started with some of this cooking. So the first things I want to go through are actually making your whole wheat flour. Pretty easy. You can just get your wheat. So grab my wheat here. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to grab a good stack of it because it's always useful. But we'll go through here, add that. And then what you need for all these baked goods, so like if we're making salted dough, you're going to need to know how to make yeast. So yeast, you put a thing in a jar, which the jar is made by... is this just called a jug or something? Let's see. What is it actually called? A tank. It's called a tank. So yeah, you'll take your tank. Very easy to craft, as you can see. You'll take a water bottle, and you'll take your whole wheat flour, and just max it out. Just max it out, and as you can see, it is fermenting. And in a couple seconds, and I'm gonna grab some empty bottles. Because I'm also going to show you how to make the actual cheese, which requires milk bottles, which, like the normal milk, I think you just take these, or you actually just milk a cow with bottles. That's how you do it. Then we need salt. Eventually have our yeast. So with that, hopefully we'll have our yeast here shortly. Takes a little longer than I anticipated, but actually, hang on, can I just grab an empty jar? Grab a jar, or a tank rather. Let's make another tank, and let's get the actual process of making the cheese for a pizza. So milk, or start off with, I think it is milk, or a bucket of milk, not bucket of milk. Take your salt, add the salt into there. And then we should have, you can see we got our bottle of yeast. Take our yeast. Oh, okay, it just requires a salt. Yep. Make the cheese. Sorry, we're still learning as we go. And actually, the blender, we're working on learning as well, because I actually don't know how to blend yet. So, we're kind of learning. But this is how you make your cheese. We got our tomatoes from the actual farmer over there. We just traded them up already. Yeah, so we are waiting on the cheese aspects of things. Hopefully we can make this nummy pizza that I'm just going to eat right away. Also, along with this nummy piece of bread. And, oh yeah, got a nice oven, mocha pot, so we can make mocha coffees. And hopefully, here shortly, we should have some cheese to go with it. I don't think I have to add any of this into there. No, it should just be making into cheese. Yeah, I'll cut to when it's making... Oh, never mind. There it is. So this should get you 4 pieces of cheese. And now we are on to actually making the dough. So what we want to make is salted dough. So salted dough requires this in the blender, as you can see right there. And you get your flour, you get your salt, you get your bottle yeast. But as you can see, we got whole wheat flour. So what you need to get yourself is a sifter, which the recipe for a sifter is pretty easy. Go right here, you have your recipe for your sifter. Put this in your offhand, hold the whole wheat flour, and it's like you're eating, but it's that same sense. You're actually making whole wheat flour, or normal flour rather. And then you'll take that, put it in here in this recipe, as you can see right there, and it will make your actual flour, or your dough. So that's the salted dough. Some recipes require salted dough. Some recipes require other doughs, which I will show you here. Same thing, this one actually requires whole wheat flour, but butter cubes, which butter is actually made with heavy cream in the mixer. So you make that by milk in the mixer, and it just keeps going. I actually want to see if I take a milk, throw this in here. Oops, be sifting. Yeah, that doesn't seem to be wanting to mix yet. So I'm going to come back and we're going to learn the mixer at the end of the video there. But I just wanted to get this ball rolling. So we'll take this salted dough, go there, and we need to make a raw, or what's it called? It's called a piece of flatbread. So this is a dough crafting table. Go into here, which the dough crafting table actually doesn't look like a crafting table, to be fully honest. It just looks like a board. I think you put it on the top, maybe. There it is. So you take your dough crafting table. As you can see, it's on the top part. There's a cup or a thing on the bottom. You can make your flatbreads. You can make baguettes. You can make country-style bread. Get a whole bunch of stuff in there. So we're gonna make some flatbreads. Okay. Then this is probably the coolest part of this entire mod. So you're gonna go ahead, place your flatbread down, and I'm gonna go grab a tomato. Put that in there, as you can see. Add a little bit of cheese, make it a little bit more cheesy. And then we take this guy, the stone kiln shovel. Grab the pizza, place it in there. As you can see, it is cooking. You actually have to flip it, and it will tell you when to flip. There you go. Flip. And then pull it out. Place it on a nice little table, or it actually goes into your inventory, and you have yourself a very, very beautiful little pizza. Now, there's a whole bunch of different recipes to make, so we're going to go through and make some more stuff. If you don't want to stick around, we're going to learn how to use the coffee, or the mocha pot, the oven, which the oven, I think you just throw your stuff in there. It just becomes a kiln, which is not a actual oven or a kiln. So if I just grab my ciabatta, I think it's, maybe it is. It's in here. Grab a ciabatta roll, and I just place you in the oven. Current temperature. I think you actually have to raise the temperature. Oh, wait, hang on. There we go. So, take that. So, you need to be at 210 minimum. So, that will take that. Take that. Okay, so, yeah, that, if you don't cook it right, there you go, 210. Take our ciabatta roll. Place you in here. It should start cooking. This is actually an interesting thing, the fact that it allowed me to use that. There we go, our ciabatta roll. So, what you do is you're holding this. So this, if you do this, this will go up by ones. If you're actually on this thing, and you have your scroll wheel of your mouse, you can actually roll up and down how many it's going to be. So that actually gets your oven. And I'm actually going to learn how to use this mocha pot. So I think this mocha pot, you can't actually make a mocha with it, but I think what you can make is, what's it called? You can't make olive oil out of it. Use the coffee beans on it. I know that. But you actually used it like in a crafting recipe, if I remember correctly. Take the grounded coffee. I don't think it actually does anything. There we go. Okay. So it does. Okay. Yeah, but I'll be right back. I'm going to show you how to use the coffee pot and hopefully the mixer here shortly. Alrighty, we're back and we're here to finish up. So on the actual mixer, So you'll just put in, so if I want to make heavy cream, I have to put the milk in. I also have to put the output. So the bottle is an output for the new cream. So basically think about transferring it over. Now you get your bottle of heavy cream. You also get that one bottle back. But I did get your heavy cream, and you do that with every recipe. You got to put the actual items that you need that you're going to basically place the finished product on. So like a plate or something like that happens. Now, the mocha pot is one of the last things that I haven't touched on. So what you have to do is you have to have a fire going. You have to place your mocha pot over top. Place your grounds in there. As you can see, it is starting to steam on top. Give it just a little bit of time. To be fully honest, I don't know how much time. I just know it's a couple seconds. So just don't take it too quickly. But you still see I have my normal mocha pot. Now I have my mocha pot coffee, so that allows me to take cupcake base and just do that, and now I have a soaked coffee base. Now there's other recipes obviously for everything. Now paper cups are something that you'll see that you'll need for other things. Molds, which are very easy to craft right here. You see knives to actually cut up items. Like there's a ton of food items. Bread basket, cake box. These are the recipes for the sofas and chairs. The actual computer, which I think is funny. Illuminated sign, the bread holder. Now there's a ton of recipes on here now, so I'm not going to be able to go through all of them. Now what you can make is, where is it? This buffet, you can add a breaking 3 to it, and it just will never break. It will just stay alive, and you can basically reuse it. As you can see, it's reusable. There's a whole bunch of things like that add a little bit of fun to the game. You can see, oh, empty pork. So this is supposed to be cooked pork. But this mod is a work in progress, and they are still working on it. But this is a really, really cool mod, and I think you guys should really check it out. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and if you have, please hit that subscribe button down below, and I will catch you guys in the next video. And have a good one.